Hello, we at Los Angeles County Public Works are here to provide information on flood risks in the unincorporated areas of the Antelope Valley. Los Angeles County Public Works is the floodplain manager for the unincorporated areas of Los Angeles County. There are 85 other cities in the county that have their own floodplain managers. This presentation focuses on flood risks in the Antelope Valley and how residents can manage their risk. This is the Antelope Valley area north of the San Gabriel Mountains and the unincorporated communities in the Antelope Valley. The unincorporated areas are shown in yellow. The purple and light green areas are the cities of Lancaster and Palmdale, which have their own floodplain managers. Our focus today is on the unincorporated areas. As some of you may know, much of the Antelope Valley, north of the line along Avenue S, is outside the Los Angeles County Flood Control District. The Flood Control District was established in 1915 when hardly anyone lived in the Antelope Valley. No area is free of risk, including the Antelope Valley. It's a matter of knowing your risk and being prepared for it. Los Angeles County has a wide variety of geographical features. The county has multiple microclimates. The county has always had weather extremes, including the Antelope Valley. The county is subject to a flood drought cycle. Rains result in vegetation sprouting. Dry seasons and droughts dry out the vegetation. Dry vegetation is susceptible to wildfires. And intense rainfall events on burned watersheds can result in large debris flows. These effects are magnified due to climate change. The valley receives flows from the San Gabriel Mountains, one of the most erosive ranges in the world. As you can see from the alluvial fan outlines on the top right image, although the area is considered the high desert, the area can get large storm flows. Due to the erosive nature of the San Gabriel Mountains, these storm flows can also contain large amounts of debris made up of soil, rock, and vegetative matter. This material, delivered by storm flows, called alluvium, fans out on the valley floor, forming alluvial fans. Large storms can happen during the October through fall-winter season and sometimes during summer thunderstorms. And storms can change the flow paths in the alluvial fan areas. The valley's unincorporated area communities, including the mountain areas above the valley floors, are rural in nature. There are little urban features and amenities, such as curb and gutters on streets and storm drains. Some neighborhoods consist of clusters of homes that may share a common flood risk. In other neighborhoods, homes are spaced far apart on large lots, so the flood risks to the home will often not extend much beyond the lot. Flood control structures are difficult to build in the Antelope Valley because there is a lack of funding sources for flood control. The area is mostly outside the Los Angeles County Flood Control District. Also, flood facilities often clash with the community's rural character and the restrictions on the U.S. Forest Service owned or Conservancy owned land above the communities. The number of structures in a neighborhood often does not accumulate sufficient flood risk reduction benefits to match the cost of flood facilities, which makes it difficult to get grant funding. Flooding occurs all over the country, so reducing flooding impacts is a concern of the federal government. Congress enacted the National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP, primarily in response to the lack of availability of private flood insurance and continued increases in federal assistance after flood disasters. Los Angeles County joined the NFIP to allow residents access to NFIP flood insurance and federal flood disaster assistance. In the early 1980s, FEMA mapped flood zones in the Antelope Valley. The A zones and X shaded zones are usually mapped in areas that have been occupied or can potentially be occupied. But some major Angeles National Forest creeks and washes are mapped in A zones. A zones can carry federal flood insurance mandates for structures and are subject to more stringent development requirements. For Zone A, base flood elevations are not identified. Zones AE and AH, base flood elevations are identified. Zone AO, a base flood depth, that is feet above the ground, is identified. The mountains are mapped primarily as Zone D, since so much of them are in the Angeles National Forest and thus are sparsely populated, if populated at all. The X zones and Zone D do not carry federal flood insurance mandates, but lenders on their own can require flood insurance to protect their investment. Flood insurance is going to be required in these zones if the property has a small business administration loan. All owners and renters in all flood zones can get flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program. Defining flood risk is a vital task under the National Flood Insurance Program, so FEMA developed flood insurance rate maps. These maps will show the FEMA zones. You can reach Public Works' Flood Zone Determination website through the Water for LA County website's Flood Preparation webpage. Public Works' Flood Zone Determination website can identify the FEMA flood zones on every property in Los Angeles County. Just click on your property or enter your property's address. The Flood Zone website has links to the actual FEMA flood insurance rate maps and to elevation certificates associated with finished permitted construction in unincorporated areas, but they only go back to the mid-1990s, and elevation certificates done by homeowners themselves for insurance purposes are not included. The Flood Zone app is also mobile friendly. You can also get the FEMA flood zones for your property at FEMA's Map Service Center. We are here to assist. Please reach out to us if you have additional questions. We encourage you to look at these additional presentations, which provide useful information on preparing for, handling, and recovering from flood events. Thank you. We hope this information helps you prepare for floods by knowing your flood risk. We at Los Angeles County Public Works wish you a good day and hope you stay safe.